So, guys, few days ago, a statement was released by an American that alleges that the Obama administration and the Joe Biden administration has been sponsoring Boko Haram in Africa. And like we know, the Boko Haram have been in existence for more than 15 years and they have been waxing strong and strong and strong and growing stronger every year. But to our greatest surprise, this did not make up the news in Nigeria. No TV stations are discussing this. No vloggers are talking about this. But instead, some TV stations are busy talking about VDM and what do you call it? D1. Others are busy talking about Ned Woko and Regina Daniel and Chika Ike. Then the others are busy talking about uh, Two-Face Idibia and his new girlfriend. So, what am I trying to say here? What I am trying to say here is that there is a pandemic in Nigeria. There is a pandemic in Africa. There is a pandemic of promoting things that are not going to favor the system. There's a pandemic of promoting, what do I call it? Bringing out people that are not supposed to be in the system, like making them celebrities. I don't know if somebody is actually sponsoring this. I don't know if it is being sponsored by the government. I don't know if it is being sponsored by some political elites to distract the youth. There is a video I made previously, and I was talking about how social media can benefit the people because social media is like a sword of double face. If you use it well, you achieve better results. If you use it badly, it destroys you. So why have we chosen to keep talking about things that are not relevant? Why have we chosen to always keep talking about things that are not going to help us build our nation? When is the African youth going to wake up? I think now is the time, and we have to start this campaign. In China, there are things you cannot post on social media. That is why there are so many social media platforms that are restricted here in China. So many media platforms are restricted here. There are other social media platforms like the TikTok. The TikTok is owned by a Chinese. But there are two versions of TikTok. Maybe most of you don't know this, but there are two versions of TikTok, the American version and the Chinese version. But can I shock you? Do you know that the American version doesn't work here in China? The Chinese, they have their own TikTok, despite it being owned by a Chinese. Why? Because there are things that the government of China doesn't want their people to see. If you log into the Chinese TikTok, it is more efficient. You will, as in, it is built for learning, promoting positive cultural values of the country, promoting construction, promoting education, promoting skill acquisitions, promoting things that will benefit the younger ones, the youth, and the future. But right in Africa, we have chosen to always follow the Western world, thereby destroying our own future. And the worst part of it is that we are not even following, we are not even trying to do the positive things that the Western people are doing. We are just learning the worst of them all. So I want to call on the African vloggers. I know there are so many vloggers in Nigeria. I want to call on the vloggers in Nigeria. I want to call on the TV stations of Nigeria. Let's start promoting positivity. Let's start promoting good health. Let's start promoting good education. Let's start promoting good morals. Let's start promoting good values. Let's start promoting those kids that are doing very well in school. Let's start promoting those men that are doing very well in businesses. Let's start promoting those people that are doing well in skills. Let's start promoting them. And if there is a possibility, let's start building them. Let's start building them. Let's stop all this life of just living, being happy on social media while the country is falling apart. Because the truth is that the country is falling apart. And when are we going to stand up? When are we going to be serious about it? When are we going to stand strong and say, let's do this? When are we going to stand strong and say, let's build our nation? If we continue like this in the next 10 years, if we continue like this in the next 10 years, believe me, 100,000 naira will not be able to feed you for a day. Right now, a family of three or a family of four or a family of five, 100,000 naira cannot comfortably feed them for 1 week. That means if you're eating a good balanced diet 3 times a day, you know, you have to buy fuel. You have to fuel the generator so that you can be able to have lights in the house. You have to, as in 100,000 naira cannot be able to carry a good household for 1 week. So if we continue like this, maybe in the next 5 years, 100,000 naira will not be able to feed a good household for her 1 day. So I call upon the people, I call upon the youth of Nigeria, I call upon the educational system of Nigeria, I call upon the health sector, I call upon the government of Nigeria, I call upon the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu, I call upon everybody that is into the system. I call upon Tunde Ednot, I call upon uh, Gossip Mail Media, I call upon TVC News, I call upon Channel News, I call upon Arise TV, I call upon Nollywood movies, I call upon all these groups. Can we do better? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can do better. We can push the narrative and change the system. It's still your boy, Victor Ikechukwu, and I am talking to you from China. So, if you are in Nigeria and you are interested in importing anything from China, any goods from China, you can contact us on our number that we are going to leave under the post, or you can contact us on our email that we are also going to leave under the post. Anything you want to buy from China, we are ready and we are out for you and we are ready to serve you better. Thank you and God bless you all.